Come on now, ladies. Young women, they can't ask a question.
Or if they're not,
You got the question. No young men either.
So let me share this with you. Sharon beats up on me all the time. All the time. Because I was married for just short of 28 years. And I've been divorced now 10 years. And so I was not intending at any time to be divorced, especially after 28 years. You know, and so she beats up on me about a lot of different things, and we go at it, but in good nature. We go at it. So if anybody got any questions, that give you a little background on who I am. I won't tell you my age, but I'm getting ready to leave here, and I got to lead citywide walks, peace walks, tonight from 9:30 to midnight. So I'm still walking 8 miles every Friday night. So age don't matter if you get up and do that.
We know how old, we know your age. Right there. Shemanda, you have a question for us. Please.
No. I know.
Okay, don't talk to me.
Go ahead.
Deal with that he's a good man. He nurtures you in his small things as well as big, but his house is a mess. His physical house.
I think that goes back to what Doc said. Some things you got to accept about a man.
No, this is with you got unwanted guests living in his house. He's only.
Oh, okay.
oh, it's about friends.
Friends. Oh, see, that's. See, I don't believe in package deals, so oh, you mean I still don't believe in package deals. If they not working and bringing something in the house, they can't live there. Yeah. Yeah. No, I would. That could be a deal breaker. That could be a deal breaker. Yeah. Yeah. That's the red light. Okay, that's the red light. Anybody else?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, how do you go about nowadays meeting guys?
Great question. That's a question that Sharon and I debate about a lot. How do you go about meeting guys and things nowadays? So what I share with Sharon is this. The world has changed. Everything in this world has changed. Now that don't mean you got to be conformed to it because it's changed. The Bible teaches do not be conformed to the world. But some things you have to change too. The numbers are against women of all ages. And sometimes you, without jeopardizing your dignity or respect, you have to nudge guys. Because a lot of times what you may think is letting them know you're interested is going right over their head. This is one of my better friends, or best friend. She'll tell you, a lot go over my head. A lot go over my head. And then I have to stop and think, oh, I didn't see that. Because men, we're not focused on the same things you are. We're not. Most of the time, men are looking, just what the doctor said, we're looking at the bodies and all of that and whatever. And then when we kind of age, we're not looking at that no more. We're focusing on who knows. We're trying to remember our name at that point. And so you have to give us a little nudge sometimes to say, look, I'm trying to see a little bit who you are. It don't have to be I'm trying to date you. It don't have to be I'm interested. I'm just trying to see who you are. I don't know who you are. That's it. Yeah. Right.
I know I've tried some online, and to me, this is like I know they say, it seems like I'm attracting a certain type.
Mm-hmm.
There's one guy, we talking on the phone, chit-chat, so he was saying, he do this, he do that. Okay. I'm not talking about myself because really he don't want to know about me. And then he said, I have a Mercedes. I said, okay. Nice, he's like, this lady hit my car. I said, so you got it fixed? He said, no. I said, okay, so now I'm thinking, you can have insurance, so you're an insurance. I can't out with you. Like, don't sit there and talk about what you had and you didn't cover it. So I'm like, I ain't got nothing to come here. And then, so like,
But I have mixed feelings about online dating. I think that that's not intimate. Everything about my life is based on the intimacy. Even my work that I do, my work in the community, my friendships. Kim knows me very well. Everything that I do is driven by an intimate connection. If that's not there, then we're not going to be connected. And so online would not really do for me. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. But I want to be able to sit down, see your body language, your eyes. I want to hear how you respond. And I want to hear what you're not saying. And I can do that better when I'm watching. All right? Thank you.
One last question.
Go ahead.
One more. Right here on the left side. You ready now? Right here. Looking at it. You tap on the shoulder. Okay. I'll ask the question.
Nah.
What?
Oh, you're gonna
I'm good. She's good. Now, this is not just for people who are trying to find someone. It's about making that relationship work, regardless of whether you're married or not. Because the problem is the issues are the same to me. I've been married twice, and each time we had issues that we didn't acknowledge up front. So how do you, as a man, be the first one to discuss the issues at hand? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm a common sense type person. I always warn people that I'm old school. Old school means that I was raised by a strong black single mother. I had strong grandparents. I had strong great-great-grandparents. I had about 25 aunts. And what they always said was when you sweep something under a rug, sooner or later that lump is going to get so big that you're not going to be able to get past it. So I refuse to sweep things under the rug. So when I confront issues as they come along, but it's not confronting that person in anger, it's not confronting that person with a finger, because if you point one, you got three pointing back at you. It's like, here's what we need to discuss, because it's going to get worse if we don't address it now. So that's the way I do it, Sharon.
Thank you. Let's give them a big round.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That wasn't so bad. I just want to thank everyone for coming. We have some food left. Hopefully, you got something out of this that you can take back to your relationship, or even if you don't have a relationship, something to think about. Because again, I know my grandchildren and my nieces and nephews think that I'm too old to have it. And I tell them not, that's not true. It's good fighting friends. They don't get that. But I'm just saying, even if you're not doing anything but sitting there rubbing each other's knees, because we all take hurt. All right, that's all I'm saying. It don't have to be anything spectacular, but we want it to be still. You know, and if that time comes where you're not as well as you were before, you want someone by your side. That's all I'm saying. So we already know things aren't working like they used to. And, you know, we got to put certain things in place to make things happen. All right, then can we have a conversation where we can at least have a relationship to do that? And that's what seasoned to perfection is all about. We're mature people now, and I just don't think we should sit back and be lonely. Let me tell you, the reason I started it is because now that I'm seasoned to perfection, there were things I researched because I want to live my best life right now. Suicide is up in people 60 and over. STDs is up in people 60 and over. AIDS is up in people 60 and over. We're doing something wrong. We are doing something wrong. How do we fix it? How do we do something different? I'm not going to be a statistic. But the only way I'm not is because I'm going to arm myself with the information I need to make sure that I'm not. So the red flags that I didn't notice, or I noticed and I looked over before, I don't miss those red flags. When I see them, I run. Because I've already had that experience. So you don't want to continue to have the same experience over and over. And here we're on walkers and wheelchairs. You know, we're not as well as we were. So the rest of my life is going to be the best thing. And until I get that, I'm going to continue to search. You know, until I get that. So a lot of people say, well, Sharon, you're in a wheelchair sometimes, you're used to walking. That means that it's even better than it was before because it's been sitting there for a while. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Let's have some fun. Let's get to know each other as opposite sex. It doesn't mean you have to marry. I'm not asking for marriage. I'm asking for a relationship we can just smile at each other. Let's say pleasant things together. So thank you again for coming. We still have fruit and food, and we get ready to do some puzzles. So can we have the music, maestro? And thanks again.